Hello and welcome to today's class. Today we're going to explore a thought-provoking and highly relevant topic, the impact of AI on human life. Throughout the session, I'll guide you through a series of communicative tasks designed to enhance your speaking and listening skills, particularly when expressing opinions and responding critically. Let's begin. Here's what's in store for today. First, we'll start with a brief warm-up session. Then I'll introduce you to some key academic phrases. After that, we'll take part in 3 practical speaking tasks. And finally, we'll wrap things up with feedback and reflection. Let's dive in. To get us thinking, here's a question for you. Do you think AI will replace most jobs in the future? Take a moment to reflect silently.
So, for artificial intelligence, yes, in my opinion, it will replace most of our jobs in future, but there is a clause because we know there are some basic jobs like I can say data entry, like field entry, email checking, something like this. This kind of basic jobs, yeah, the AI can do that kind of basic jobs. But if you say like the advanced level, logical thinking, critical thinking, this kind of job, no, still there are a lot of times and a lot of complications. Still AI cannot replace that kind of things. So I can say like that for the basic jobs, yes, AI can replace it.
Okay, Tahamid, what about you?
Okay, in my opinion, I think most jobs in future they will be replaced by artificial intelligence. Mostly those kind of jobs that require low skills, and also jobs that are like considered mundane. Those types of jobs they will be mostly replaced by AI. So that the rest of the people they can focus on more creative or high skill needed jobs, such as designing a car or building an AI model, stuff like that. So other than those low skill jobs, the other type of jobs, I don't think AI can replace human creativity.
Okay, very good. What about you, Wolfie?
I don't think so. I don't think it will replace the job. I think it only can rename the job because AI can give the jobs more value. If you are a basic labor, if you use AI to do this kind of thing, you will have more value in your placements.
In your job position?
Yeah, in your
okay.
job. And then our human native creativity is infinite. So we can update ourselves day by day, year by year.
Okay.
So that's my thing.
Okay, very good. Alright, now that your minds are engaged, let's turn our attention to some useful phrases or languages that you'll be using today. On the screen, you can see 4 academic phrases that are incredibly helpful when discussing complex topics. In my opinion, from my perspective, I tend to agree with that's a valid point, but I'd argue these expressions will allow you to represent your ideas clearly and politely. Here we have a matching task. You will see 4 sentences that illustrate different ways of expressing opinions or responding critically. For instance, sentence B says, "Personally, I think AI is a positive force overall." That clearly reflects a personal stance, so it matches in my opinion. Okay guys, anyone got answers? What about you, Dwayne?
Yeah, in my opinion, you make a strong case about AI helping education. So, however, I believe it still cannot replace the real teachers completely.
Oh, so you think the first one should be aligned to A, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
From my perspective, looking at it as a doctor, I think AI can assist with diagnosis. However, it should never make the final decision. for it should be finalized by the main doctor itself.
Okay, so your point, which one should be aligned to which?
To C.
2 to C, okay.
Yeah, to C.
Okay, good. What about you, Wolfie?
I think the 3 should be 2D. It's just like I tend to agree with you said that AI can increase productivity, and I mostly agree with that idea.
Sentence C takes the viewpoint of the doctor, making, from my perspective, the best fit. Sentence D shows partial agreement, so I tend to agree with is suitable. Finally, sentence A acknowledges the other person's view and then adds a counterpoint, which aligns perfectly with that's a valid point but I'd argue. Let's now put this language to work through a series of structured speaking activities. In task 1, you'll discuss the statement, AI is beneficial to human life, agree or disagree. You have to try to support your ideas with examples or reasoning using the phrases we just learned. And you will have 3 minutes to exchange your ideas.
So yeah, AI is beneficial to human life. So I'll agree with that because in the new generation of AI, we can say like we can do our simple basics task within few seconds. Like if you want to start a task, you don't need to start from the scratch. You can get the template or get the idea from AI, then you can use it based on your own thoughts and opinion. At the same time, it will save your time and like save a lot of work from yours, because at this time our time is so valuable. And on the other hand, we can say like, yeah, it's of course beneficial for us because we can get the correct answers and we can get the exact precise answers from it. So how about you guys? What do you think?
I agree also. I think let's say in order to read a research paper, let's say back in the 2000s, it will take one person at least like a few hours, but now with the help of AI models, now you can just easily give the AI model the research paper. It will quickly summarize you it will quickly summarize the key points that are needed, that you need to know for your benefit.
So how about you?
I think currently I 100% agree with that, because in our daily life we have a lot of redundancy, not only in the field of our research, it will happen in every corner in our life. But in the future, I'm not sure, because if we have the ability to copy or upload our science in a chip, you will be the labor forever to work for your company.
Okay.
So that's why I disagree, maybe, but I'm not sure.
Okay, so Juhin, what's your opinion?
So my opinion is still same. I will agree with it because of course it's beneficial for human being because it saves our time. You can do 10x faster than before for every work. You can get some solution, but there are some like pros and cons. If I say like the pros, yes, of course I'll agree with it. How about you?
Yeah, same with me. Let's say in order to read a research paper and then making a literature review out of it, which will usually take a long time, now it will take much shorter. So yeah, I stand by my point that AI is beneficial to human life.
Okay, what about you, Wolfie?
I have solid opinion. I won't change it because everyone could predict our future. So I just be the man who disagree it in the future.
Okay, very good. In task 2, I'd ask you to take the opposite stance from what you expressed earlier. This task sharpens your ability to see both sides of an issue. something that is essential in academic discussions. Again, keep using our academic phrases to support your new position.
Couldn't reject me about my opinion in the of the AI in the future, because I think this very dangerous if somebody use AI to scan you or upload your sense in their computer. You will be die or you will work for them forever. So what do you guys think about this?
So yeah, your point is correct, but it depends on the person. Actually, it varies on the person to person. Let's say if I'm a good person, I will improvise it. I'm not gonna like cheat or copy the things from like AI. I will try to improvise this. Like let's say I can save my time, and I can like learn it. I can explain my tough topics through AI. So yeah, if I'm being honest, if I'm being dishonest, yeah, of course I will cheat with it. I can use it in my exam hall. Even I can use like let's say ChatGPT. I can use it to do my assignment and task. Actually, it depends on, for me, it depends on person to person. Yes, of course, there are some pros and cons. It depends on you. If you are the good person, if you want to use it in a good way, yes, you can use it in a good way. But if you think that, okay, like the shortcut way, like I want to use it in that way, so you can use it in the negative way also. What do you think?
Yeah, similarly. If using AI, we can easily summarize a really long research paper. However, the thing about AI models is, since it is like a recent thing, it only came about recently, like this year. So the thing about AI models is they are not consistent. Each AI model will give a different type of summary, and oftentimes they will not show you the full picture. So it is better to read some parts yourself, so that you don't miss any critical points.
Yeah, actually, like how AI process our answer, it actually search on Google and other resources. It get those answers based on my instruction from them and get back to me. So yeah, there is a huge chance you can get like copyright issue, or like you can get the similarity checking things. But yeah, if you know how to use it in a good way, it would be better for you. For me, like I can say, yeah, it depends on you how you're going to use it. So okay, so for me, I can say, yeah, it is in some way it can like give us some wrong answer, because ChatGPT can make mistakes. So yeah, I can at some points I can disagree, because like what I was expecting it to give me the answer, but it is giving me another different answer. So I can get wrong information that if I use this wrong information, so I might get trouble in future. So at this point I can say like it can against whatever I was talking before.
Yeah, you have a very good point. So we have to be careful with our using of AI.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, the thing about using AI for research purposes are, yes, you can easily get a summary, but the problem is that let's say you try to use the help of AI in order to get like a list of research citations. But the thing is the number of citations, let's say you asked to get 40 citations. Each AI model can only muster different number of citations. Let's say ChatGPT will give 15, Claude AI will give you like 50, others will give you like 30 or 40. So yeah, so as you can see, it's not consistent. So what is best is you try and use the appropriate AI model, and on top of that, you don't totally like support support on it.
You
Service
cannot
support.
depend
Sorry,
single
that's what
one
I was supposed
AI.
to say. You cannot like totally depend on it. You can use it as a tool,
Yes.
but not as the main stick for support.
Okay, very good point. So what about you, Wolfie?
Yes, I guess you guys know some black side of the AI. So I also want to say AI could lead us to a brighter future, such as, but because you guys know what's the consequence if you overuse the AI, and I think you know that, and you will do better in the future to avoid these problems. So maybe in the future we have more advanced policies to face this question, and more intelligent people will appear. Okay, now I gonna reject my previous opinion, because right now I realize AI can do a lot of stuff. For example, you can use AI to update yourself daily, and if you learn by AI, you can make the policy more specific, more efficient, and you can learn the whole bibliography, and you will have more free time to enjoy your life. You won't do some crime or scam or cheat other people. So that's the
positive side of AI. Okay.
That's true. I tend to agree with that.
Yeah, I also
Yeah.
agree.
Great work, everyone. And now for task 3, we'll engage in a role-play debate. Imagine you are a part of the Global AI Regulatory Committee. Choose one of the following roles: an AI developer, an ethicist, a consumer advocate. Each participant will present their viewpoint, ask questions, and respond. This activity blends opinion, negotiation, and critical thinking. Now you can begin your interaction.
Okay, so as an AI developer, I can say there are some good features for AI developer, because in these days AI are booming and it's going everywhere. If you say from the medical sector to the bank sector, everyone are using AI, and yeah, of course there are some benefits, like you can analyze everything. Like previously for the bank data, they have to think and they have to make a lot of hard work for analyzing the data by using AI, so they can like get the analyzed data within a short time. So the field for AI developer is increasing, and yeah, I can say it's a bit safer. And like for the AI developer, they have to follow some rules, because they can make some illegal things also, which is not like wanted. So everyone always must have to follow the rules and regulation. So yeah, I can say as an AI developer, there are some good and safe future.
Yeah, likewise, I also agree with you that we need to adhere to strict rules and regulations, because as I can say as a consumer advocate, the rights of the consumers, they also need to be protected, because they are trusting these AIs with their sensitive informations. So hence the people, they need to be properly addressed, they need to be properly informed that how their data is being used to process the results. So yeah, there needs to be proper transparency within the AI companies.
Okay.
For me, if I am an ethicist, I have some interesting point. Because I think the first thing is we should combine the AI with our government. You know, if our world extends a lot of AI. For the literature students, we must lose a lot of job opportunity. So why we don't to be the people who makes the rules? So I have the rules. I combine AI with the governments. Why? Because we should make sure AI is transparent.
As transparent as possible.
Transparent as possible.
Transparency.
Yeah.
So everywhere is clean, is bright. When we talk about AI, it must be open source. It's
There shouldn't be any presence of black box.
yes, and we also must make sure that our data science, when we use the AI, is safe. Nobody could
Easily
right.
tamper and mess with the codes, for malicious intents.
Yes, and the last thing is accountability. The AI worker must be responsible to everything. Be accountability. If
They should be.
this we need government to enforce about this.
Let's say an accident happened or a mistake happened. So all the involved parties, they need to take equal responsibility, starting from the higher ups to the lower level interns or peons.
Yes, they should give me a response.
I would like to add one more point. Like, yeah, they should have transparency, but but in some cases, let's say if I talk about like in the banking sectors, for the customers' uses or like their information is different, and the server, I mean like the internal like officers like admin, their informations are different. So there must be a path like for the data hiding, for essential data, like the needed data will be shown to the responsible person, and the unnecessary data like which may the user not needed, it will not gonna show to the wrong person.
Yeah, I get it.
So yeah.
So there should be like two types of data shown
Yeah,
to
two
the.
types
One
of,
is confidential.
yeah, one is confidential and another one is public.
Okay.
It
Yeah,
can
I
be
get
visible
it.
to anyone.
I get your point.
Great job, guys. Before we end, let's reflect on today's session. Ask yourselves which expressions came naturally to you. Which ones do you still need to practice? And do you have made any mistakes or errors in your pronunciations? Okay, so about the
So yeah, from the starting, I say like I agree with the AI. The AI make our life easier, better, and save our time. We can do our work more like 10x faster than before, and we can get help from it in our daily task. Yeah, at the same time, I got some points about disadvantages. Like if I use the AI in a bad way, like to copy my assignments, then to get some unnecessary informations. So yeah, it might be bad for me. Actually, it depends on me how I'm gonna use this AI, and in a good way, if I can say that AI is helpful, more helpful if I can improvise it, and if I don't improvise it, yeah, AI is like killing my logical thinking and my my thinking process and so on. Yeah, and if I say maybe sometimes I mispronounce some words. Yeah.
And some grammar mistakes here
and
and
some
there.
grammar mistakes.
But those are usually minor.
Yeah.
We still get your point.
Okay.
Okay, so which phrases did you find easiest for you to use, Tahmid?
I would say the words, in my opinion, I tend to agree. I agree with this point. Yeah, in terms of that.
Okay, very good. So, Wolfie, did you find any mistakes or errors you made in your pronunciation or grammar?
Yeah, I found a lot because I will say this kind of terminology in my daily life. So this is a unique experience in this class. I try to say a lot of this kind of word even though my pronunciation is not very good, but Mr. Wang taught me a lot about my pronunciation, and he corrected them. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mr.
something
Wang
like responsible
Yes.
and responsibility.
That is the point.
Yeah.
Yes.
Slowly
Okay.
but surely you will work on your pronunciation and get better than last time.
Yes.
Okay. So, very good. Okay, guys. Generally, you did great, but I can see there's still room for improvements. For example, there's some places where you have unnatural pauses and redundancy of words. Also, some mispronunciation of words, such as "it's very dangerous" after AI in the future, instead of "it's very danger" after AI in the future. And scan instead of a scran. You will be dead instead of you will be die. Some misuse of words such as depends on person to person, and oftentimes read some parts to yourself, and some minor mistakes about the plural and singular form of words. And that brings us to the end of today's lesson. You explored a timely topic, practiced expressing viewpoints, and applied academic phrases in a range of contexts. Keep building on that skills. They will serve you well in academic and professional settings. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.